I'm live. I'm not live. Who's here? I'm a little bit late, like a half an hour late, right? So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes. I'm going to start the video. No one shows up. We're going to keep it very short. Right now, I'm going to go grab myself maybe a tea. Drinking this garbage coffee. It's probably not even good for you. It's crazy coffee. It should be tea. This cute little kettle here. Kettle. Shut this off. Shut this off. Myself a bag of tea. Oh, orange pico. I don't know why, but I like orange pico. Maybe I can boil up some more water. You know, one of my thoughts, right? Just give me a second. I'm thinking right now. How you doing? So one of my thoughts, just think about this, is what if they can put in our electricity a vibration in water. Come on, little kitty. Come on. Let's go, kitty. Hold on. Come in. Okay. Yeah. What if they can put, I'm boiling up water right now, and there's an element inside the boiler, and I plug the electricity in, and I'm thinking, is it possible? And because I can have the thought, it's got to be possible because I had the thought to pump in some sort of electricity into that wire that boils the water, that tells the water, okay, something about its molecules, right? What's water made from? And then I drink it and it distributes it inside of me. So all of a sudden I'm thinking water. If I'm going to think of water, I'm going to have to think of the pitchfork. And if I'm thinking of the pitchfork, I'm going to think of Neptune. If I think of Neptune, I have to think of 1776. And I'm going to have to think about Einstein. And I'm going to have to think about EIEIO. And what is 5 and 9? So I'm thinking of 5 and 9. I might be thinking about 59 minutes, 59 seconds on the EIEO clock of what is 0 equaling to 60 seconds. 0, or the O letter to the 15th letter, 1 and 5 equals to 6, where numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all equal to what is. Here's what we were set up. One, 2, 3 equals to 6F. 4, 5, 6 equals to 24. Sorry, wow, I'm like ahead of the game. Answer 2 equals to 15. The 15th letter is O. 15th letter is O. And 7, 8, and 9 is 24, and the answer is X. To total it up equals to 39 plus 6 equals to 45. Fox equals to 39. Angel equals to 10, 39. We have 3 times 13 equals to 39. Now, if we have that, we can do it by 3, and it equals to 93, and all of a sudden Saturn appears. So I'm going to get back to this in a minute. What is the theory of everything? And the question is, I want to know if I'm watching myself, or who's here watching. I'd like to know what's going on. Ms. Watkins, how are we doing? Are we doing welding today? Well today. So I'm just picking up on just doing one word items and talk my way through it. And the word today is actually Mercury. And all the things linked to Mercury, even Madame Curie, Madame Curie. And it's not, it's Madame Curie. It can also be Curie, can also be a stable or something that's stable, or MAD, or M-A-D, and A-M-E. Am means the soul. It's also AM of AD with A in between M and D. It's also what is 414 or BID. Where did I get all this from? Because the word mad, the M is the 13th letter. 1 and 3 equals to 4. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 1 times 3 equals to 3. So now you have both C and D. So now what you have in MAD is you also have the federation inside the letter M because of its design of the letter M and the design of what is the 13th letter. Here's the 13th letter. The design tells me it's a B. It's a B. But it's the 13th letter. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. It's almost like A. A and M are almost like each other, although they're at both ends of the spectrum. Now, either you grab the tail or you go face to face, which means the continuous of numbers after 13 could be the other 13. I'll flip myself over to this side, and 13 will run into 13, 12 will run into 12, 11 and 10 and 9, they'll all hit each other, they'll join each other, they'll double up, and we'll count them down to a single digit. So if we had 13 and 13 hitting each other, that would be 26. We count them down, it equals to 8. If we have 12 and 12 hitting each other, we count them down to 24, and it equals to 6. This is the first half of the alphabet. Here's Madame. Am is soul in French. The fourth, the first, and the fourth, 414. It just so happens 12 by 12 by coincidence is 144. And it just so happens there's 1,440 minutes in a day. And it just so happens that 1.5 times 1440 is 2160, but it's a diameter of the moon. If you have 3 times 2160, okay, it equals to 180, and 300 is 480. Is that what it is? It just so happens that 8640 is the diameter of the sun, in which also, okay, when you have 4 times 2160, it equals to this number here. When you have 3 times, it equals to this number here. It just so happens that half this number is 432 hertz, which is earth vibration. It just so happens if we went 4,320 years, which is 3 times 1440. Did I do that right? Did I make a mistake? Okay, yes. 3 times 1440 equals to 4320. And that's the hertz, right? But guess what? That's the number of years. If I add on one more cycle of years, I get 5760. And in Hebrew time, HTTH, time heaven, in Hebrew time, in time heaven, in the spirit of 76 inside the E world of alpha, beta, L5. Now, L is the 12th letter, but mathematically you create the E, it becomes L. Eventually, it'll say Elohim. So this is the year 2000. This is the cycle 2000. The Hebrew year 5760 is the year 2000. When we count down and we do 1111 face to face inside the alphabet, right? Because instead of we're putting the alphabet on both sides, sorry, that's 1111, equals to 22, equals to 4. It equals to life. Mars life. 1111, Mars is number 22. It's a window. Mars 51. Let me see something. Pitchfork, Neptune, Einstein. Einstein is numeric value 95. Neptune is 95. The let me see what this is. Yes, this is 14. And 14 running together, the 28-day cycle of the moon. But the thing about this over here is in between, it's is it 58, 58, 68, 78, 86? No, it's 60. 69, 68, 60, hold on. 95 minus 28 is 67. 77, 87, 9, that's right. Okay, it's 67. See, inside of there, Mars and Earth shows up. What's so ironic about this is when I add up 888, 592, 444, sorry, 596, 592. Why did I write 596? 596, 444. This is 1. This is, no, this is 2. This is 2. This is 1. This is 3. Did I get that right? 592, is it not? Is it 592? 592, 444. 6 times 296. Notice the 6 times 4 missing here and the 3 times 8 missing here. 6 by 4, 24, 3 by 8, 24. One of the reasons why we're always missing the Mayan calendar says 25,920. 25,920, and the 80 is missing here. You'll always see 20, 40, 60, 80, or 10. They're all telling stories. Which story are they telling? This is your creation from the house of Bait in creation, and this is your life right over here in rotation, 92 and 96. So we have the 8 times 222. Then we don't have the 9. Let me see what the 9 equal to. Okay, right. And hold on a second. Just give me 1 second. 1776 divided by 7 equals, yeah. 1776 divided by 5 equals 2. Okay. So what happens is when you add up 8, 10, 14, 20, 22, 28. And then we're going to go and we're going to add up 8, 15, 24, 28, 37, 39. And then we're going to go add up the last one. I'm going to do this over here. 15, 20, 24, 26, 28. We end up with 28, 39, 28. So now we go on to Einstein. 5th letter and 9th letter. 5th letter and 9th letter, E and I. 9th letter and 5, or this is also 5. It's 595, 595. And then in between over here, it's 39. So the answer here is, did I get this right? Okay, the answer over here, I'm not going to use this one. This is to the short count. It's 14. This is the 14th letter. So it becomes 28, and this one becomes 28. But in the short count, it becomes 19 and 28. So we're going to have to remember not to forget Rotas, Sator, Rotas, Sator, Tenet, Opera, And when you add these up, the numbers are going to equal to let me see, 33, 43, 53, 62, 63, 73, 33, 40, 53, 54, 64, 73, 15, 31, 36, 46, 55. This is going to be 20, 40, 54, 64. This is going to be the same thing, 55, and this one over here is going to be 73. So when you see 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but when you add it to a single count, it becomes 4, 10, 19 to a single count. And then when you add this one up, 1, 10, and 5 is 15, and 7 is 22, and 6 is 28. And then this one over here is 20, 40, 54. It's 64. It becomes 2, 7, and 5 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 7, and 5 is 12, and 5 is 17. It becomes 19. And then you do this one over here, it's 28. And then you do this one over here, and it's 19. And this combination is 47, 56, 38. What does that mean? When I add up these two together, it's 47. When I add up these two together, it's 56. And when I add the other two together, it's 38, 2 19s. At the same time, it becomes 1, 1, 1, and 1. The thing is, this is R1, and this one over here is B1, and this is R1, and then, oh, sorry, this is B1. No, this is R1, B1, this is R1. Sorry, I'm not in the right area. I'm going to explain that to you too. This is R and B. You can say rhythm and blues. You can say red and black. If it's red, it's 27. If it's black, it's 29. It becomes 9, 11. And here's the letters for 9, 11. 11 is the K letter, and I is the 9th letter. 9, 11. It becomes 14 and 18 to the multiplication, and we're doing it in RAM. But we're not going to add the plural to it, right? And do it the other way. And in this, we create a doorway and a window. The reverse to the word exact to this is this. This one equals to 51. This one equals to 57. Runner of time. The breakdown of 5 times 7, 5 plus 7 equals to 12 and 35. The breakdown of this, 5 times 1, it becomes 6 and 5 becomes 11. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 5 equals 11. 5 by 7 is 35. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 and 35 is 47. They both equal 11, 11 inside of Heinz to the 11th letter of the 9 birth. Mars, 5 and 1, 6, where Earth is 52. 5 and 2, 7 to the spirit of 76 in the creation through 1661. The church and the spirit and AI. 66 comes together in freedom and world. And let me get back to this over here. So we know all of this. Now 5 and 9 both equal to numeric value 42. And it just so happens that when you see number 9, 5 and 4, 9, it just so happens that 3 and 2 are on the other side. It just so happens that when we do this, you know what I have to do to this cube in order to make this other 9? Look, I had to do this, and now I'm going to do this. But this is not the same. I'm running this where I can capture it because I can do it this way, right? But with this one, it has to flip all the way over in order to get the 3. So I'm doing a 180 degrees with this one, where I only did a 45-degree move with this one. So when you have 6 and 3, you will now have 1 and 4, 41 home, 1,440 minutes in a day, to Matum, to the 1 and 4 exchange into what is BC. And if you notice, if we have this inside. That means we have 1 and 2 on the outside. If we have this, we have 2 and 3 on the inside. We have 5 and 6 on the outside. We have to understand everything that is going on. So here we saw what happened to Fox. 1 and 5 equals to what is 6, 6, and 2 and 4 equals to what is 6. Inside the base of what is, right? This whole thing is based on 6. Although we use 9 spaces, the base and average comes out to 6, unless you're going individually. Because if you go individually, this one becomes 0.3. This one becomes 2.3. This one over here becomes 2.6, and this one over here becomes this one becomes 3, 4, 5. This one becomes 6. Did I get that right? I'm going to explain to you what I just did. There's a few more formations for it. This one is 6. I should have continue on with this one. What it is when I divide any number here, it'll end up with a 0.2. It'll end up with 0.333. When I divide any number here by 3, it'll always end up with 0.666. And any number here I divide by 3 will be 1, 2, 3, ABC. So your ABC starts right over here. Before you create from 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 9, 4 and 8, 12, 1 and 2, 3, 7 and 5, 12, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 8, 9, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 5, 6, 4 and 2, 6, 4 and 5, 9, 4 and 8, 12, 1 and 2, 3. Pluto is created this way in this check mark. And then 7 and 8, 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 7 and 2 is 9. So when you do 7 and 5, 12, you connect this. When you do 7 and 8, 15, you connect this. So this is the result of creating 7. When you do 4 and 8, 12, you create this. When you create 4 and 5, 9, right? You create this one over here. So 1 and 2 creates the 3. Let's do it again. 7 and 8 is the 15 here. 4 and 5 jumps all the way over here. 7 and 5 is 12. It creates it over here. And 7 and 2 is 9. It jumps it over here. So 7 and 2, the 9 jumps out of the box. 4 and 5, 9, it jumps out of the box. And 1 and 8, 9, it jumps out of the box. So then when we do 4 and 2, 6, it jumps out of the box. We do 4 and 5, 9, it jumps out of the box. And we do 4 and 8, 12, it jumps outside of the box. Now, we're going to do the last one. We're going to have 7 and 8, 15 equals to 6. Right? So let me do this again. 7 and 8 equals to these two 15s. 7 and 5 equals to this 12. 7 and 2 jumps outside of the box because I don't create it here. And 7 and 2 didn't create anything inside of here. You see, 7 and 8 created the 1 and 5. That's what I'm trying to get to. So I sort of mixed myself up myself. 7 and 5 equals to the 12. 7 and 2 only equals to the 9. 4 and 8 equals to the 12. So we have, let me get this done here. Let me get this done here. Yeah, hey, I'm doing a video, so I can't. I just wanted to tell you, the 11th rate. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead. 20 cents. Wow, that was last night? Crazy. Okay, I'll speak to you after. That's crazy. I'll check it out. Okay. Where was I with that? I usually don't answer. Okay, so then we're going to do it again. When we have 7 and 8, we get 15. So I'm getting this line. When I have 7 and 5, I get this line. But when I have 7 and 2, it jumps outside the box. So I want to do that again, 7 and 2. When I have 4 and 8, it gives me here. When I have 4 and 5, it gives me to the 9. Sorry, the 4 and 8 gives me the 12 here. 4 and 5 only gives me the 9. 4 and 2 only gives me the 6. Let me see this again. So 4 and 5 and 4 and 2. And let me do the 1. The 1 and 2 gives me the 3. So the 1 and 2 is gone. And then the 1 and 5 gives me the 6. And then the 1 and 8 gives me the 9. All the other numbers, 7 and 8, only 7 and 8, and 7 and 5 keep me in there. So 7 and 8, and 7 and 5, and 4 and 8. These are the only 3 that keep me over here. So they're running in both worlds. The other ones take a complete shift over, so I have to try and figure out what that means. So we did the EIO, the Einstein. What this is here is because in the word Einstein, 28, 39, 28. And this numeric value comes from the number 47 or 74. Time, energy. So we covered up that. We also did what this 13 is all about again, right? Everything is base 3. Oh, by the way, this here is 2s and 3s. What it is it's a total. If I would calculate, let me get the calculator here. Hold on, let me turn this phone on and get the calculator out to do this a little bit quicker. Okay, we're going to take 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So 1, 4, and 7 equals to 12, correct? We divide it by 3, it equals to 4. But when I divide, right, 1 divided by 3 equals 0.33. So what I'm going to get is I'm going to get 333, 1333, and 2333. And I'm going to get 3999. When I do it to the second area, right, and I go 2, 5, and 8 is 15. I go 15 divided by 3 equals to 5. So when I divide, right, when I divide 8, 5, or 2 by the number 3, I get 2,666. I get 1,666, and I get 0.666. So what I do is I go 1.666 plus 2.666 plus 0.666, and all I get is 4998. And that's in between. Pluto is Jupiter. Mars, the ring and the pole coming together in your high birth from Venus, Jupiter. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8, where 9 times 9 equals to what is that? 18 and 81. So when we add these all up, 3,999, and then we're going to add up 1, 2, 3 equaling to 6.000. We got 9 and 8 equals to 17. I'm going to do the full count and the short count, which means I'm going to put it over here. This equals to, let me see, 8.997. And this one equals here to 89913, sorry, 13, which is 4. So it becomes 4998 to the single digit count. Or this one becomes, this one's going to become what is, hold on a second, what is 14.997. That's what it's going to tell me. So in the gateway, you see 7 and 14. Well, these dice cubes are 7 and 14. The other thing about this is 1 and 4, 7, and this becomes 5 to a single digit area. If you do that, you have in between the moon is where 99 comes out. That can be your Jupiter, which is telling us about the divided Earth. The capital letter that starts the word of Jupiter shows me that it's a mirror, A, B, C, D, J, Jack, John, and Jesus. We've all been baptized. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equaling to what is 9. We've come in through the birth and the sun, through the IT system. We are what is the AI through the moon. This over here is 4998, born into the halfway house, Jupiter. We are the sons of Pluto. Number 84, high is right over here. The letters that come in were a natural. So we're going to keep this on the side right now. We're going to go to where Neptune is. Neptune is the same 95, which like we spoke are the same. Now the thing about these numbers over here, LOVE 3645. And then you have this word, pen 15, right? Pen 15 equals to 63. And then you have Virginia equals to 54, equals to the sun. And this one equals to what is born through the seventh gate. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7, all sevens. And we come in this way through the IT system of the sun. And here is your love. This is a very special word. First of all, it's 4 letters. The total of it is 108 or 108, JH. That's where we get this. And this is 9, and this is 9. This becomes 20 and 9 equals to 29. This becomes 18 and 9 equals to 27. 29 black equals to what is 27 red, 911. So when we go back a little bit, we're going to go back to Mercury, how this all started. 103. What is 103? The numeric value for Mercury is 103, to where in actuality it is 90 January and 13. M and E are both orange. When you play the game of pool, the 5 and the 13 are orange. When you start off coming together, you start off with alpha, beta, the first of 2, 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Everybody gets 1 to the left, 1 to the right. We were doing an addition on something before. I didn't want to finish that addition. Yeah, I just want to finish this addition here, and I'm going to come back to the 10 and 10 equals to 20. Okay, equals to 2. And then 9 and 9 equals to 18. It equals to 9. 8 and 8 equals to 16 equals to 7. 7 and 7 equals to 14 equals to 5. 6 and 6 equals to 12 equals to 3. 5 and 5 equals to 10 equals to 1. Sun ace getting divided right over here. Then when we go 4 and 4 equaling to 8. And now we start over here. Now what is here is now over here. Then we're going to go to 3 and 3 equals to what is 6 equals to 6. 2 and 2 equals to what is 4 equals to 4. 1 and 1 equals to what is 2 equals to 2. So we can see how the formation comes in. And we all know that 1 and 2 is what makes creation right over here. Your base creation to the mirror is 6 and 8. Well, the house equals to 68. The cat equals to what is 24. It is 2 times 4. 2 plus 4 equals to 6 and 8. The 2 and 4 is reversed to the 5 and 3. So hold on a second. I got something popped up on my screen. So that's where we get the house. That's where the cat divides the house. And also to note that we just did on the last page, just to explain a little bit more. If the house is dividing, here is your number 42. Inside of 5 and 9, right, is the same number to number 24, 42. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 1776, the word angel and man connected to love. Is the tunnel solid or is the tunnel filled? So then we have 100. We have 3 red human lights. Third. Where's third? Whoop, we have second. We have second when ND comes together. We have red over here. We have hue over here, hue equaling to what is the light. Where did I get RD? Oh, RD, right over here. So both second and third come into the middle, leaving us with what is 29 into the IT system in the sun, and to what can be created into the IT system in the sun in rotation. 9 by 6 is 54. It will eventually create this number. NDR that is in the center is 18 and 22. 18 and 22, or 14 and 4, 144, 18 4, 14 and 4, 18 and 18, 36. Plus 9, 4, 45, 55, 65, 74. 100 is the same numeric value as energy. 3 is number 56. 11. 11, 11, 9. Human is 28 and 29 is 57, the same numeric value for moon and the doorway. 8, 21, 29, and 13 is 42, 43, and 14 equals to 57. It is the direct current, DC. We also have to understand that Mercury comes with credit because it says in the French word mercredi. Inside of it, the same thing, the IT system through the sun is over here. And inside the arc that we come, matter and energy. Inside of Wednesday. Wednesday in fingers. We can use it this way and 2 fingers on the other hand, eliminating 3 fingers. So we're only using 7, right? We're only using 7 out of 20 digits. So if we had to calculate 7, I would go Wednesday. I would take 5 days and I'd connect it to Wednesday, and then I'd split the weekend up. Or I'd take the 1 day of Wednesday and put 3 days to each side. Or I'd connect Wednesday to these 2, and then I'd put 2 onto each side. If I did it in 1, 2, 4 equaling to 7, 2 and 5, 1 and 6, 3 and 4 equaling to 7. It just so happens that on the day of rest, right, it was Earth. This is the day of rest, and this is the day of man's creation. Animal DNA. Because that's what it says on day 6. They said on day 6 they had animal DNA for the touchdown. 20 and 4, 420. So we got 6 points and we got the 1 point. So when you have the 1 point, right, when you have the 6 points and the 1 point, you see Earth is the total of the 2. Earth more or less is a 5 point and a 2 point, depending on how you want to write that out. But this is a total of 7. This is a total of 6. So Mars is the touchdown. Earth is what becomes of it, and you get that extra point. So when you bet or you put something down or wager or look for the odds on 6 or 8, it's already telling you on 8 you get your 49. Here you get your Q gate. The mathematics, what they do. 6 and 8 divide each other. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. It begins with a 4. It ends with a 7. Energy, Christ, time. In between is a rotation to the angels of the animal farm. I like to call it the animal farm. I'm not sure. I know it's the Elohim creation. Inside of these 2, it's the same numbers that will create this. 5 will be created here, and 9 will be created here. 1/2 and 1/4. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 5 and 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. And you create this. Then you create what is this, and you create what is this, equals to 11, equals to 29, equals to 11. 5 times 4, 20. 5 plus 4, 9. 3 times 2, 6. 3 plus 2, 5. 11, 11. 22, ape. This again, 9 and 4 comes together at a single digit. You have also Jesus, Christ, power, energy, Mars, Earth, all come into Mercury and September. They have the same numeric count, JC, the initials for Jesus Christ. The total of 103, Mars and Earth, 51 and 52, 103. The 9th month, 9 months of birth, it says scepter. It also says 7 to begin the word in French. It also says that Mercury plays inside of Pluto. Pluto, or PLU, or how about a purchase order? Pluto has a dog, it's HD, its numeric value is 84, add on the 19, and you have 103 or 94, bringing Mars back into the picture. The reason where we have Mars in the picture is the numeric value for Jesus Christ is 151, and it illuminates what is Mars. And then it creates what is the Yo Alev, the student of 6 and 5, the student of creation. The student of creation is because when you're calling, okay, for creation, you will have 6 and 5, Yo 11. It's the only 11 on the dice. But when you turn it over, you have 1 and 2. And that 1 and 2 is your alpha, aleph, bait creation of 11, where aleph is inside the 5 and bait is over here in the 6, the B house. 2 and 6 is equaling to the queen. So although you go aleph bait where the 5 on one side, okay, the 5 on one side gets the 2, but the 6 on the other side gets the 1. But it's inverted that the 1 plays a role here, but the 2 plays the role here. So aleph is in the E world playing the role in the house of bait. Number 6 is the only one that if I would drill holes all the way through, the only one where the 7th gate will show up. 6 points and a touchdown. Number 38, doing this rotation. Doing this rotation, and for doing a rotation, let me tell you one thing. When one shift comes in, one shift goes out. 888 is equal to what is now my question is like this. I have a question on the question because I'm going to do it a different way. And then the other one is like that. Okay, but we're 888 over 666. So it's got to be, I'm going to do this. It's got to be 3, 3, 3. So when you look at this, you have 3 this way, right? But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So doubling that up, you still have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 going this way. But here we're going to connect the boxes together. So I got 8. They're going to connect this whole box together. So I got 8 by 3, and then 8 by 3. So and then I can join it either here in this position, or I can join it here or here. This is what I call the roulette joining for bet payouts, right? One of them is 17 to 1. The other one is 8 to 1. A box alone is 35 to 1. That's one way of setting up and understanding the movement between 6 and 8. The other one can be you have 2, 2, 2, and in the other one, you might be running it as 3, 3. I'm just trying to figure this out. What I would be doing, I'd be doing 2 here. Let's do. What if I did 4? No, if I did 2 here and 2 here and 2 here, I would have what? I need to show you. In this area over here, I need to have 4, and I need to have 3 here. The same way the keyboard is set up, where they're offset because one row is running at one rotation and the other row is running at another rotation, or it could be showing that it'll never be equal at any time. The sizes are different. It'll never match up 3 at a time. Never. 1 is 3, 1 is 4. The other one is that 4 gears fits into 3 gears. And I'm going to show you that like this. My fingers, right? One here, and one here. My fingers go into 3 gears. Now, once the next gear comes up, right, my fingers still go into 3 gears. And I'm always going into 3 gears. But I have 4 pinions on the outside that when one is leaving, one is coming in to cover up my next one to move it forward. So that's another way to look at it. The other thing about Jesus Christ, 151, it's also talking about Earth, because 77 over 74 is going to equal 11 and 14 to and 5, 1 and 4, 9 and 3. So now it talks about the angels. I multiplied it and added it. And if I want to take it to another one, I'm going to get this 29E or 29.5. So this one will result in what is 63. This one is going to result in what is 39. And it just so happens that 9 by 47, 9 by 7 is 63, and 4 by 9 is 36. So time in creation, in time in birth. Another thing is, I'm not really sure if this is the letter or something like this, but the word Tate in Hebrew, right, is number 9. And when you say a new head or neuf in French, would also sound like new. So if you had a new head, you would have a Tate. Tate and new would be new head inside the 9th letter. So when you have a new head and you go Vav Zion, right, you go Tate Vav Tate Zion, just to change it up. In the Hebrew language, Tate is 9, Vav is 6, and then Zion would be Tate Zion, it would be 7. So they're telling you about the new head of Mars and Earth inside this, because otherwise it's saying Yod. It says Yod Aleph, Yod Bet, Yod Dalet, Aleph Bet Gimel. I forgot Yod Gimel, Dalet, Yod Hey, and then you're going to go over to Yod Tet, Chet, etc. And this is what happens. So you're going 9 6 9 7. You're going 10 1, which is actually 1 1, and then you're going 10 2. And this is your blue ball. So you're actually going. This one is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. This is 2. This is 3. And then Yod Gimel, Jesus Christ, Yod Gimel over here, which would be man's bar mitzvah, and that would be 4. This is the beginning of your vibration. And then you go 10 4. Then you go 10 5, the hand of God. This one is when the mirror begins. This is when communication. I send a message to you, and you tell me, Roger out. So Roger's communication. If you want, 10-4 is October 4th, or it's January 4th, or it's the 13th. It's any month that adds up a 1. So it's all of January. It's all of October. And if we use the 4th date, it's also April. But it's April 1st, and it's April 19th. It's April 10th. It's April 28th. So this is going to match up with the spirit of the moon. So this one would be 5, 6, and then this one, whoop, we don't have 10, 5. Yes, for 15. We don't, 10, 6, and 10, 7 are changed. Did I get that right? No, this is 16. We have this is 6. This is 10 and 6 is 16. This is 7 and 8. And then we have 10, 8 is 9. And then we have 10, 9 is 1. So what happens here is, since this is 15 and 16, the 6th and the 7th one are separated from the others. These two are separated from the others, representing the green ball and pull, representing the orange ball and pull. Blue came together. Green, blue, and yellow came together. Here, the yellow, and the red, and then the yellow. Is that the, let me see which one this is. Green, yellow, and blue to create that green. So we had these colors come together. So you can see what's happening over here. 9 and 1. The gateway has been separated. Over here, 5 and 6, 11. The gateway, the home. Let me see what else we have. We have Venus flytrap created through the numbers of 13 and Mars. We have 3 suns. We have the Venus sun. We have the rat sun through Saturn, and we have Uranus. So before I end this video, right, I wanted to talk about all the planets. Like There's an element of Mercury. What is Earth? Neptune to water. Mars office supplies. The bar examination. AM is inside of exam. The E world division comes at 24. 24 is like C. This is also 13 residency angels, AR. B is like 13. So why Mars erasers? There's office supplies made by Mars. So this starts with 666935. I'd have to think about this, but I'm getting a little tired right now. What I came here originally to do is to talk about all the planets and what they say. Earth, we know what Earth is. You look at the ground, you're standing on the Earth. Uranus has a sun in it, the sun, uranium. Saturn for Saturday. Mercury is for Wednesday, that divides up the week. Neptune is the 8th planet, which would begin on Monday again, because there's no 8 days a week. So the 8th day would be the Monday, or the second day after rest. Pluto would be the 9th day. So if we were running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'd go 8 and 9. So 8 and 9, which is Hiab, okay, or Bia, if you want to look at that like that, or Hia, or Io. Now we're going to go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in all of this, we're all going to get 88. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. But there's also math equations with this. This one, the Wednesday, is 16 and 8. It'll equal to 24. It'll divide the night and day. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4, 8. Now, how does it divide the night and day? 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. Check it out. 1 and 6 is 7. We have now 7 and 8. 1 times 6, we now have 6 and 8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. What divides the cube? Now we have 16 hours, which means we have 2 to 1 light over day. Around is 2 areas and 2 areas to the 1 pole when it's sitting down. And when the 1 pole is sitting down, it's always darkness. Always darkness. The number still counts, but we don't need to count it. The full count of this is going to be from 21 is the total count, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then we go 20 and 1, 19 and 2, 18 and 3, 17 on 4, stand. We stand on the mirror to the resident angel, see birth between the sun and Mars. To what is the moon? T minus counting down, it's the second pyramid. I'll explain that a little bit later. T and G come together in this instance. This is the house of bait. Inside the house of bait, as you can see, that one area is with the total void. It doesn't happen anywhere because there's no total void. Here's a total void where it owns the total void of the bait house, because the bait house is everything on the outside. And here, inside 20, inside the T minus and counting, it lives inside the house. When we played blackjack, we stand on 17, which you're standing on gold and you're standing on silver. So if you're standing on it, you're standing on AU and AG. 121, 22, and 1 and 7 equals to 8. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 4, 8. Just a coincidence? Perhaps. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will create 3 and 2, 5. This one will be 1, 5, 6, and this will be 8, and we've divided the house. 1 plus 7 is 8. I do the full mathematics over here. I end up with 5, right, in this position. So 5 and 1 is 6. 1 and 7 is 8. Here's where Q comes in. 2, 5, and 8 will create 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 8, 2 8s, 1 8 itself, 2 8s, 3 8s. And then you're going to go, this bit itself is 3 8s, and with that one it's 4 8s. Then this one is 5 8s and 6 8s. So how much is 8 times 8 times 8 times 8? I'd like to know myself. Right? 6 by 8 is 48. Where's that number? Where did I write that down? So this is 48. And then I'm going to go 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. How many 8s did I get there? Let me clear it all. Let me get the basket out of here. 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, is that 6? 262, 144. How do we do it to the power? Can we do it to the power? Let's try it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Same answer. And all the way down the line, what happens? 512. Look at that. Our memory. Zion, Israel. Our memory. 4096 in the blue world of rotation. 6, 7, and 8. The queen, the king, and the jack. Inside the house of bait. We finish this off and multiply. It'll be 2768. Again, back into the E world house of bait. Inside of this one over here, there's a lot of things I can say if I want. I got to figure out what I want to say and why. The 144, the 144,000, the 1,440 minutes in a day. This one over here will create 20, 20, 40. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 is 12, and 8 equaling to 20 equals to 2 equals to what is 2. So it'll be 2 on this side and 2 on that side. So it'll be 2 and 2 on each side. It'll be 2 and 2 on each side. What is the 6? 6 times 2 is 24, plus 10 is 34, equals to 7. So then we would equal to what is 272 inside the house of bait. Let me do it again so it's understood, because that can be, I can cheat, you know, I can cheat. So we have like this, 262, 144. So 2 times 6 equals to 12. 2 plus 6 equals to 8. Just note 38 comes together as gold. It's this finger rotating around this finger. So we have this. Then we do it on the other side. We have this. So we actually have 88. Now we do it to the center. 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. Plus 10 equals to 34, equals to 7, splitting everything up. But I don't want to have a final figure. It's either 88 or it's 788. Just like what is 0? We have -1, we have +1, and 0 is over here in between the two. How do we do it? It's on that fine line. That's the way I see 0. -1, +1 with the fine line being over here. Because you can't be here, you can't be here. You got to be here or here. You can't be here. You're in this house or you're in that house. I'm going to the kitchen to just, I don't know. I need to get a nibble, maybe a 2-minute break. It's going to be up to an hour. You want to see, hey, how you doing? You just, oh, look at that. How you doing? How you doing? You nervous? Are you nervous? Oh, look at that long tongue. Can we see more of that tongue? Can we see more of that tongue? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Do I get any light? We're gonna give you a little. Okay, I'm going to get my drink. Take a 1-minute break. I'm going to go to the. You know, at the other day I was I got a little confused. I was out somewhere and I had to go to the washroom and I didn't know where it was, so I asked somebody, and they said to me the men's room is over there. I go, whoa! I says, I haven't chosen. I don't know who I am. I said, I'm Mr. Tackpans. Doesn't have a sex. The avatars have no sex, meaning they don't have the organ. So they can't play the organ because they're not there. You're not there for that organ player. This is all about arts and entertainment, and you get to have a choice. That's right. When you're an avatar, you get to have a choice, and you can do whatever you want as long as you run under the rules of the game. I shall not. All of these things that I would never do to myself. How you doing there, girl? Give me 2 minutes. Oh, God. I have to have my afternoon egg. I don't know if the eggs are good or not, but I'm having one anyways. I'll be there in 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Okay. Has anybody ever heard this? You're going to leave now? I just saw this. I just saw this. I'm like, why not watch it? Do you want to know what it's about, Mr. Bensky? I can explain it to you. Has anybody ever heard of this before I start on to what I'm doing? Anyways, okay, let's begin. Okay, whether someone's here or not, I can't look at this. What does it mean 5 p.m.? Oh, it's 5 p.m. Oh my God. I didn't know it was this late. So anyways, you just got here and you're going to leave now because I wasn't here and I'm just about done anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Even though we're working with 7 and not with 10, even if there's a possibility that we should be working with 10, here is what I don't know that I'm going to create so that it can work. Now, if I'm working with a 7-day week in 10 days, where would I put the 7 in my 10 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7? Would I start the 7 here? Would I go 1 hand and 1 foot for 7? I'll do the cross foot. There's many ways to go this 7. So 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to what is 10 and 7? 17Q, you minus it, it's now 3. 17 reverse is now 3, and it's the same thing in blackjack, where you stand on 17, and when you stand on 17, it means because you have 4 down at the bottom, you'll have 3 at the top, 14 around, and you're sitting on that. But at the same time, you have 6 here and the rounds here. Okay. Although you have 14, what do you actually have? You have 4 times 9 equals to 36, which becomes 14 and 22. And then when you have the 3 up, you also have the 6. Okay, so you have a total of 28, and you have 4 and 5 equals to 9. Let me see if I got that proper. So let me see if I got that proper. So here it goes. There's 6 areas you don't see. Compare it to this. Compare it to this and 9. There's 6 you don't see. Now we're going to go on the side. There's 8 missing. 6 and 8 is 14. There's 7 missing is 22. And there's 3 missing equals to a total of 25. So let's do this again. I have, let me see what it is. Yes, 14 around. Okay, and 3 up. So here is your 6. Now we're going to only count here. 3 and 4 is 12, and 8 is 20, and 7 is 27. How did I make that mistake? That's right, it's 27. It's 27 and 6. That equals to 33. That's your rotation. When I turn it the other way and put 4 up, right, you're going to have 5 missing. Let me write this down. Let me show it to you down here. Let me read what you just said, Tammy. Okay, but it's quite interesting. If you like to come again, we all have lives to live and be attuned to as we thank you, Tammy. Okay, so this is what it is. When the 3 is up, my tea is ready. When the 3 is up, you have the 6 void. This is the dot. And the 14 dot, okay, with the 14 dots, with the 3 up and the 4 up. When the 3 is up, the 6 is void. When the 4 is up, 5 is void. When you have these other 14 dots, they will total, they will total 27, and they will total 28. This is what their total is. I'm going to explain it to you why. When this one's up, there's 5 on the top missing. There's 5 on the top missing. The other side is a 3. So there's 6 missing because you only have 3 areas, right? Now, when you count from here, all the other numbers are there and are telling you what's missing. So this is the answer. It'll be 27 and 6, 28 and 5. Now, when you have the 2 up and the 5 up, when you have the 2 up, okay, that's going to give you a 7. When you have the 5 up, it's going to give you a 4. 52 is earth, Jesus, energy, time, angels come to this number. 11, creation. The 5 days a week to what they call weak. Why don't they call it strong? So now what we have over here is we have 7 and 26, and here we have 4 and 29. It's funny the way they invert to each other. In between here is here, and so are the numbers. And then when you have 1 and 6, right, on the up and up, right, what you're going to have is you're going to have 8, and you're going to have 3, and you're going to have 25, and you're going to have 30. So let's try it. We have, I'm going to see if I got that right. We have, did I get that right? 6 and 27, 33. Okay, we have 6 up. I got 3 voids. Let's count everything that's around. 6, 13, and 5 is 18, and 4 is 22. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. Wow. I'm going to have to redo this. Let's do this again. Wow. How did I make that mistake? 3 and 4 up and up. Hold on, my tea is ready. I'm coming back. No one's here, but that's okay. I got to finish this video anyways. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let's finish this. 3 up and 4 up. In the 3 is up. So I have 8 and 1 dot. I have 2 and 7. I have 6 and 3. I have 5 and 4. So I have 3, 11. I have 14 to where 15 and 7 to 22 dots. So I got 22 dots plus the 6 dots. Now, when the 4 is up, right, I have 22 dots. Sorry, 22 voids plus the 5 void. These are my voids, okay? So now what I'm going to do is we're going to put the 1 up and the 6 up. Now when the 1 is up, we have 5 and 4, 4 and 5, 2 and 7, 3 and 6. So here we have 14, and here, let me get this 17 and 3 out of the way. I forget that. Well, that was for the minus. It was for the minus. I don't remember what it was for. And this one over here equals to 24, 9, and 13. 4 and 5, 9, and 7 is 16, and 6, 22. Equals to 22. So which one did we have? We have the 5. Yes, it'll always equal to 22. So this one over here, we're going to have the 8 void, and here we'll have the 3 void. And I'm just trying to think. The 8 void, the 3 void, right, and 22 and 22. And in the last one, where we get the 2 and 5 up, 2 and 5 up, right, we're going to get the 7 and the 4 plus 22 plus 22. Now what's going to happen next is, just give me a second. This is where we had the 2 is up. So the 3, 1, 4, 6. 3, 1, 4, 6 is what's going to be in the center, right? 3, 1, 4, 6. And in that 3, 1, 4, 6, you're going to have the 6 and the 8 and the 5 and the 3 void. 14 and 9, 22. And over here, 10, 11, and 14. So you're always going to end up with 36, 360. And although there's a total of 45 areas, right? There's always a total of 45 areas. So what we're going to get now is we're going to run this one with 7 and 4 over here, 6 and 5, 3 and 8. Here's your 3 and 8. Again, we're running with how many? 8. There's a total of 9. Remember, all the totals are 9. Everything has 9 in it. Everything will have 9 in it. You don't see the 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 26. I'm trying to figure out why I said, yes, the 9, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. Okay. But inside of these, 4, 7 and 2, 9 and 4, 13, 5 and 4, 9 and 4, 13. 3, did I get that right? 3 and 4 is 7 and 6, 13. 4 and 4, 8 and 5, 13. Do you see what's going on? Our 7s, our 13s, our 8s, where everything is coming from. This over here, your 3rd finger and your 8th finger is where we rotate, your 1 and 6. It's 2.5, and this is 1.5. This one over here is your E world. Your 3 and 4, your Mars and Earth are only your 0.5. Where do I get this from? Because your base of this is 3.5. Now, where do you get that from? The center of this cube. Okay. And when you go to the center of this cube, the center of number 7 added is 3.5. If you go to the minus and addition side to the center between 3 and 4, okay, is 0.5. 3 plus 0.5 is 3.5. 4 minus 0.5, right? Remember, 4 Mars to the minus, 3 Earth to the plus. 1.5 to Venus, addition. Down to the 5th planet, if you want to work in planets, or if you want to recenter planets, removing Pluto and Mercury will recenter planets as Venus through Neptune. As Venus will now work as 1, and Neptune will work as 7, and we've removed the other 2 planets. So where that every planet gets bumped up 1. Every planet gets bumped up and bumped down. Since there's a planet missing, Venus is 1, Earth is 2. Look, Venus and Earth is 2. Venus, Earth, Mars becomes 3. Jupiter becomes 4. Saturn becomes 5. The E world is now lived in Saturn. And then Uranus becomes 6. Uranus is 6. And then Neptune is 7. And that means if we had to keep them this way, Earth and Mars would be in Neptune and Uranus, and you coming together. What is that? 21 and 14, 35. So this is the basis of the setup of the cube. So you end up with 7, 4, 8, 3, and 6, 5. They're all 11s because the cube is all 11s. 9 and 9 take away 7. So 18 take away 7 is 11. 18, every single side, living in the house, the cubic house, the house of the Third Reich. No, I don't know who's here, who's not here, but it really doesn't matter. It only matters that people are here, whether you're here now while I'm here asking me and sharing, or you're not and it's later on and you ask and share. The thing is, the major thing of this is if what I'm doing is art and entertainment, all the better, because that's all it is art and entertainment. Where do I get the unscripted game from? I get it from the truth that has already been created. It's a fixed truth. I tell a story of the fixed truth of everything that's ever been created. I document every single item in truth, and then I play the game. I use any questions. I get it from sports. I get it from any sport, any game, any rule or regulation that has happened on this planet. We are all the fragmentation of the good Lord. And there are people out there saying, oh, I pray to God. I pray to God. I pray to the Creator. For those who believe the Creator, in the Creator, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. The question's like this. Is there anybody out there, and there could be and there may not, that has ever asked the question, where do we come from? If we are the children of the Creator, what would the Creator do to create us, and why create us at all? And if we are in the image of the Creator, would you not think that Father wants us to be just like itself? So why not create it like itself, to think like itself? So if you were the Creator, would you ever ask this question? I want everybody to one day know exactly who they are, from where they came, and how everything became what it is. Because as you're building, certain things that are funny that come out of it, things happen, and you need to note. And you play a game with all the notes you ever taken, and you share it out to the world, all these notes. Except over time, over broken telephone, over manipulation of the humankind, because God needed to create one thing that was evil. And it was destruction, it was repossession, it was democratic, it was republican, because it was demolition and repossession. Because I had to recycle. So I had to get what I gave away, what I took that wasn't mine, and use it for mine and create with it. And at the same time, I needed an extra helping hand. I made another one of me, Mars and Earth, matter and energy, made another one of me to help me with essential consciousness so we can always communicate. And I kept making others like me. And some were breaking things and smashing things and stealing things because that is the way of creation. But then over time, we learned why we shouldn't take certain things, why we shouldn't take certain things. So everybody and every fragment and everybody who was ever on this planet is not you at all. You are part of the defragmented creator's creation. Thinking just like and trying to be just like, but not just like, because we've been broken up so many times. The devil, the evil part, the part that creates the evil scientist, because the evil scientists must do it all to create, to know the difference, to know what we could and should not do. And only at that time can you understand why is there evil on this planet. Because over time, we have been separated from having the capabilities of knowing and receiving the Holy Spirit as the truth and understanding what that truth is. And what is that Holy Spirit? Why do we talk about spirit alcohol? Because the word spirit is 91. It's 13 times 17. It is the alter current, and current that is the opposites in the connection between Earth and Mars. 3 and 4, 13 and 13 and 14, 23 and 24, 33 and 34, 43 and 44. And then there's a change at 53 and 54. And then there's a change at 63 and 64. There's a big change when the student comes to Zion 0. And then between 73 and 74, where creation is mirrored, and now you have energy and Jesus, you have time, and you have the mixture of power and matter. And then you have 83 and 84 into Pluto's creation, the mirror worlds, the division between night and day. And then you have 93 and 94, 93 being Saturn, 94 being Uranus, the 6th and 7th planet, being that 6 and 7 is Earth and Mars. Then you have 103 Mercury, and you have 104 communication, Roger Rabbit, Mercury standing out to be Jesus Christ, and 14 standing out to be the sun, the IT system. Communication. And 113 and 114, I haven't gone to that. I just want to stop where we are. And that is the base of your creation. It is the division ace of the separation of the alphabet. It is the separation of the cube. It is the separation of the numeric value to the moon and the sun. The M and N, 13 and 14, equaling to what is 7 and 9, the birth and the gateway. To what is number 23 and 24, which is 11 and 86, dividing of the house, where 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, equals to 6 and 5, 11 equals to 2, and the dividing of the house, which is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equals to what is 8 and 6, equaling to what is the house, equaling to 14, equaling to 5, where 3 and 5 come together, and now we're down to 11 and 12. So 11 and 12 is on this side of the matter, where there was just a multiplication. I'm getting a little bit tired, so I'm not going to end it. So that this whole thought is about Wednesday and Mercury separating the week to the touchdown on the Wednesday, to the 3 days to the left, the 3 days to the right would be the extra point. Or is it the 1 day to what we have is the 6 days connecting the next, what is the 1 day of rest? It's a little confusing and complicated. I'm still trying to work through the numbers now. But like I said, if we were working in 10, okay, where would we get 10 from? How would I get 10 out of the week? Would I go this finger and this finger, start on these two, and go 1, 2, look 1, we go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Do you follow what I'm saying? Because I'm starting from this hand, going to this hand for 7. Then I'm starting from this hand, going to this hand for 7. I got 3 walking days. Or 7 goes like this. If you're moving forward, before I end this video, we're going to go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did that wrong. Let me do that again. I'm just going to do it by number. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So in the 10 days, this now becomes this as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry. Let me do that again. We go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then you go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then here you put Thursday, and here you put Thursday as 5, and then you go 6, 7, 8, and then you go 9, and then you go 1, 2, 3. So the cycle to run through this, let's see if it works out. And then you go 4. Let me see if it worked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1, 2. But this is the next beginning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. So the full cycle running in 10. And the reason I'm going to do it this way, one of the reasons it's 10 is when we get to 7, 8, 9, 10, it's just like beginning on day 1 and 2. Because you always have to have 2 days because you're not going anywhere unless you're coming and going and finishing a full day. Do you follow me? So how many days? 3, 6, 9, 12 days. 13, 14, we had 15 days, 16 days complete. The 17th day we start over. So let me check this out in the calendar. Does it work in the calendar? Take away 17 years. We're going to go to 2016. Right? Let me see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to go to 2016. And we're going to go to October. The 15th is a Saturday. So let's move this to 217, October. And there we are, the 14th day. The 14th day, and we're going to go to October, October 217, October 217. Okay, so let's do that. October 2017, October 2007 to 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it was the same here as here. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 it matches. 17 it matches. One of the reasons we're possibly running into the calendar we are. We are the children of the Creator. Give me another word. Man was made on day 6. So what is man? Is man over 13? Man is over 13. Man is in the sun. Man is 14. The woman in the moon, the man in the sun, in base. The woman, the man is the 9 birth. So the woman is the moon. We were born to the moon child. I have to go over that again. So between 9 and 7 is 8, and that would be into the sun. We are the students because why, what is the true question? What should I be asking myself? The ST in student, we should be prudent students, known as the student. When they play the game of craps in numbers, they always call out to Yo Alev. Alev is the student. We are the children. Who are the children? The child of the Father. But who are we? Because of our age on this planet, when they say the jail term is 25 years to life, the legal age is 18 to 21, where you can drink the spirit. What are the age, the parental guidance for going to the theater? So you use all these terminologies and then go through all the games. This game is recommended for this and this age. So I go for a better understanding. And then if you go to different places, like I said, the spirit and legal ages, and your car insurance goes down when you're 25 as well. That's your Q gate, your high Q gate. I use high Q because they both create 17Q, which is the mirror world. We are who we are, but just by knowing what we know, what we hear, what is going to be accepted, like I said, this is just a game I play, and it's all the truth, and all the elements I use have been made, created, shared. Patents have been passed by judges and lawyers and the smartest people all over the world. And I just use their information, what we weren't told. And when everybody wakes up to see this, they will stop, because the suffering, the momentary suffering, all stops when we stop chasing each other. And every word I speak and every word you think and everything that anything that is being committed is going into a central system, because this area is not empty. It's collector, and it's collecting information constantly. And once we stand up, we put an end to the game. By knowing that the information is out there and the truth to every single question, an alternative truth, and the truth and the answers to questions that have never been asked. Once we can process this into a processor, and I want to make a program, I can create a program and tell a bigger story of what's going on, point us in a direction to cure possibly diseases. If I work on any disease that has any name, and I write down the name and I process the numbers, what will it give me? What is wrong? Will it give me the antidote for correction? We all know the basis already, that everything within the vibration, everything that surrounds us, until we come back to the natural earth vibration in totality, our bodies will have a hard time, because we're made for the natural law, the Kantik, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. In any ways, if you can help out this channel, cheers. 25 cents, 5 billion people, just to get the message out. Just get the message out. It's worth just as much, because promoting. Anyways, cheers, cheerio, till later. Well, it makes sense, because mine was 2005. And 2 and 5 can be 2 wings. And your 2 and 6 is also can be 2 and 6, 2 and 9, 5 and 9. 2 and 9 can create 5 9, can create 6 6, can create. Number 2 looks like the 7 already. It's noted to be like the 5. There's a reason every design is made the way it is, so we can question it. Even the 4, if you take the 4 and take a look at it, it's a left angled or a right angled. It's a left angle. What's it called? With just the extra push out to show you that it's 4 areas. And if you do this, it's leaning on its side, right? It's leaning on its side the same way as a dice cube, right? Because this dice cube is 2 pieces put together. So if the dice cube was actually cut the way it should be cut, it would be sitting this way. You just slice through it, right? You can't dig it out. Can we just take off the crown, these 3 numbers? If I took off these 3 numbers, it would be sitting this way with a point in the air and 3 points around. There was one little thing I wanted to look at, and was this. It was this over here. And what I wanted to do is I can do this in the center. I wanted to do this. So that's where it comes from, right? Now, at the same time, if I want, oh no, I don't want that yet. Wow, I don't even know what happened to that. So this is what I wanted to do. If I would go from corner, whoop, how come that's not working? If I would, wow, it's not, there's no color coming out. Wow, I lost my color. Wow, it's not working. I've never seen it do this before. Wow. Hold on a second. I've never, ever seen it do this before. See what happens? See all the pixels? Look at that. I can't even click them out. See that? I can't click them out. We're going to fix that all up. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to go get another design. Okay, hold on a second. So, yeah, so I got that design. Let's see if this is working again. No, it's not working. Wow, it's not. Anyways, I wish. Oh, okay, wait a second. Maybe the outline. No outline. Let me see. No. Okay, okay, solid. Okay, okay, that's my problem. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. If I went from the outside of an area to the outside of the area, to the outside, to the outside, the outside, and the outside. Then I went to the outside of that area. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the outside to the outside, or should the outside go to the inside? Let me do this again. Hold on. Let me do this. I take it from the outside here to the front, from the front, not to the front. See how I skip through one area over here? I skip through one area, go to the front. I skip through one area, go to the front. 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 Whoop, that was supposed to be here and then here. And then at the same time, okay, I don't think I did that properly. Anyways, these are, looks like the Chrysler signs, and you don't have to use all of them. Doesn't it look, you see when you see this one over here, it's dark. You see a missing area. All right, you see the missing area. So each one of these has 4 sides. Each one of these has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them, and they all have 4 sides, and they're not square. It's a diamond. Each one has 4 sides because that's the way it is. When it has 4 sides, it only has 3 points. 4 sides, 3 points. So I'm not going to get into that anymore. 4 sides, 3 points, and there are 12. There are 12 on a cube, but we're going to talk about that next time. A little bit tired. Thank you for being here. Peace and love. Share the video. Thank you.